Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Nittany Lions will kick this deep to start us off. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Runs through the defender. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The handoff from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. To the air. It's Bush. Receiver makes the catch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about: toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. And they did it right there.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And the single back takes the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. Now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Just runs through a man, a mismatch. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He shreds the tackle. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Try and muscle for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Fourth down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Works his way inside the 10 and moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on third and short from the plus 27. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Again, makes it second and medium. Dropping back, it's Bush. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Handing off on the draw play. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. No chance to catch him.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group formation and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what the decision is on fourth down coming up.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
A nice job here by this back picking up a 1st down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying.
He's looking deep here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Contact as he threw it. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. They can't slow him down. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the same runner's got it again. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He's escaping the pocket now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. It's the running back in the flat. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Intercepted in the end zone. Across midfield. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon.
Wow, there's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. State offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. He pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Got him. He's sacked. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out.
Second down coming up.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now for...
Is incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
Looking downfield, it's Bush. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to get the second half going. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense joins the party with a score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets them a touchdown.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Is incomplete. It's now third down.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Football carrier is the running back. Tackle at the 40-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. The junior able to bring him down quicker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And moves the ball to the 35, another first down.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single...
Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
To throw, it's Bush. Nowhere to go, the ball knocked loose. Defense has got the football. Breaks into the clear right down the middle, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense adds 6 points. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Well, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That's an important first down on that running play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's brought down out at the 46.
That's another good run for him. What else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Bush. Catch made on the left side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Escapes the pocket. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. And they hand it off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The quarterback keeps the football. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 28, Penn State 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
Here we go. Go.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the 1st down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Direct snap to the back. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Going after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. You've got to continue to protect the football especially trying to hold on to this lead.
And there's the handoff. Powering right past the defender. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. I mean, it's almost an extension of the
Game. Brings up second down.
Now it's second down here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oregon. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
35. Penn State, 21.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to the end zone. And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's at the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
21.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Almost intercepted. He caught it, but could not stay inbounds. Incomplete.
Boy, questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Short connection to the tight end here.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And now another deep ball here. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Took contact on the throw. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Can he take it all the way? Across midfield. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the defense look slow that time.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time and looking downfield. But you better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Fighting him off. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
He's running out of time here. Contact as he let the ball go. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Trying the old counter play here. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Looking to throw. It's Bush. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Hawks will line up to kick it away. When he comes for his second punt of the game. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end